everyone, welcome to Infinite Light. My name is Shawnee. Today I'm going to be doing an all signs love reading, meaning I'm going to be going from Aries to Pisces, looking at your romantic love life for your greatest and highest good. Do me a favor, take a look at the description box below and or the pinned comment below, because that's where you'll find your timestamps. When you come to these kind of readings, I need you to come with an open heart and an open mind. And I really do suggest that with a love reading specifically, you take a look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. That way you can get a better gauge on whatever it is that Spirit is trying to tell you in the reading, right? But you're an adult, I'm an adult, so you do it however you view it, however you want to view it, all right? As long as you're coming with an open heart and open mind. And then keeping in mind, because this is love related, if the roles need to be reversed, reverse them. Announcement for Infinite Light. I added a new service this morning to my service listings. I'm already have and offering venting sessions, self-leadership sessions, and private reading one-on-one video Zoom sessions. But if none of those work for you and you want answers and you don't want to have to wait for my time, because like you live around the world or whatever, just whatever. If you can't meet my schedule, then I will meet yours. I am now offering pre-recorded readings, pre-recorded video readings. All you need to do is take a look at the description box below. I use YouTube as the platform. I upload a private video that only you have access to, and it's a 25-minute reading. So definitely take a look at the description box below. Generally, I do these readings live on Tuesdays, but for the duration of summer, I think, or summer in the northern hemisphere, so I would say until August, I'm probably going to just continue to do these pre-recorded. If you are not already subscribed, but you've been here at least more than once, or you already like my energy, please consider subscribing and turning on that bell notification button. If you'd like to join YouTube's membership program that we have on the channel, take a look at the join button with the little star next to it. You can read what is on offer. All right, that's enough of that. 222 as I look up. That's enough of that, guys. Let's jump into Aries. 227 Aries is your timestamp. A coming home. A coming home. 227. Whenever I see that number, it's my angel number for a coming home, or coming to a place that feels comfortable, that boosts your confidence, because it's like I've been here before, but it's in a good way. Hold on, I just saw a card from a different deck. What are these cards from this different deck? Trapped and Divine Feminine. This could be a side message for Aries. You notice that these are totally different deck than these ones, but let's just see. Trapped and Divine, tied down and captured. I'm not getting any negativity off of this, oddly enough. I really am not. I'm getting more like learning to be whole. Almost like holding yourself accountable, Aries. Aries is a very masculine sign. I mean, it is a masculine sign. It's a fire sign. And then if you take a look at your birth chart and you've got a lot of masculine placements in your birth chart. By the way, if you don't have access to your birth chart, take a look at the description box below. There's a link to a website where you can get a free, where you can get your birth chart for free, astrologyguy.com. Shout out to the astrology guy, Sean Breathwaite. What I'm seeing here is more trying to, with intention, bring in that feminine aspect of self. I don't care if you are a male or female or what you identify as. All of us energetic beings have a feminine side and a male side to us. I didn't say a feminine side. I just said a male and a masculine and feminine energy. And if you're an Aries, it's easy for you to tap into that masculine energy. It's easy for you to do. It's easy for you to show up, even if it's fake. Sometimes it's easy to put on that face. It's easy to take on the burden. It's just easier to do it yourself, or it's easier to say yes than no. It's easier to say no and to give somebody a look like, and what? Like it's just easier for action to take place. And some of us in this community are highly creative. That's again like problem solvers, all that. The feminine aspect of that is learning to have grace and take care of yourself, and to lean in on forgiveness for yourself or for others, and then to take care of others with boundaries, to be inclusive of all dimensions of yourself, and learning, and it's just a softer, do you notice how my tone even changes? It's just a softer sort of internal energy. The masculine is external and the feminine is internal. And so it's not even anything bad. It's just really more like saying, you know what? Growth. And I accept growth, and I accept all parts of me, or I'm learning to accept all parts of me. And if we look at how divine masculine would be depicted in the major arcana, we would be talking about the high priestess. So the number 3 could be significant as well. And the high priestess is so self-aware that she knows that it's about co-creation with the universe, as opposed to things just happen to me, I just have bad luck, or that's just the way the cards fall, or yeah. So she takes charge of her energy, and she opens her energy to receive, because she knows that she deserves. And I am using she, but again, this is a masculine. This doesn't matter if you are a male or female. It's just, that's what we're talking about. Like, you're in this energy of receiving, and you're doing it intentionally. And every time, from whom I'm talking to, this isn't going to be everybody's story, but every time, or most of the time, the self-awareness is high for you right now, Aries. When you're a little too much in the masculine, I feel like I'm tapping into an Aries who like catches themselves now and says, you know what? Let my shoulders fall to the side. Let me take a breather for a second. Let me control my reactions so that I'm not going off. Let me balance my emotions. Let me breathe for a little bit. Let me ground myself for a little bit. It's okay to sit down. It's okay to organize my thoughts. And it's okay to tell myself, stop being so sporadic. Let's handle it methodically, right? So if this is the energy, it's meant to be a love reading, but it's kind of turning into what's coming next for you. But maybe this makes sense that you're in this yin energy, in this feminine energy, in this Empress energy, and love starts coming towards you. Or you start taking care of yourself, and your partner starts seeing how important it is for them to reciprocate that energy back towards you, right? So for Aries, greatest and highest good, tell me about 8 minutes in. Tell me about the romantic love that's coming towards Aries. We got empty room, and then we got clown. Say the ending of putting on a facade, the ending of putting on a performance. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime girl. That's that Warner Brothers frog, or is it Looney Tunes or something like that? Some older American cartoon. And it's like this. It's this performative. I don't need to be performative anymore. You might be the person in your friend group that's the funny one. You might be the person in your friend group that's the hype man or girl, you know. But again, it's literally two different decks that are reading the same energy. You're getting an opportunity this week, Aries, to laugh at things yourself, as opposed to being the one that is holding the responsibility of making others laugh. Meaning that you get to love yourself, as opposed to being the one that's always giving before your cup is full or ready to give. Okay, interesting how again, if I think outside the box, I'm like, okay, so that means that you're ready to receive love. But I don't see anything that looks like love. Some of you guys could be letting go of a clown whose actions didn't match their words. For Aries, romantic love, the Mage, that's the Magician. The Two of Cups. What? The Nine of Swords. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Swords. This is letting go of a false narrative. Let me know in the comments down below if y'all have been having an absolute rough and tough time sleeping or staying asleep lately, or your dreams have even woke you up, especially with this Nine of Swords energy here. This is literally saying goodbye to false narratives, false people, the clowns in your life, the people that either want you to perform for them, and that can mean more than one thing, the people that want you to perform for them, or the people that lean heavy on performance versus being genuine or having integrity. And saying, I saved my space, my place, my body, my physical body for my true match. Two of Cups here. Talk to me about who this Two of Cups could be representing with the Aries over the next 7 days, please. The Knight of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords. Wow. And then the Strength card, Leo, at the bottom of the deck. So you could be having conversation with somebody completely different, somebody completely new. A lot of air is coming through, so it could mean that they've got a lot of air in their chart. But I mean, if we're talking about somebody completely new, then you might not know what their chart actually looks like. So if we are talking about air, we could be talking about Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All of this air could be coming up because you're learning a lot of new information about this person as we're in Gemini season, which is when I'm recording this video originally. And this is a timeless reading anyway, so it doesn't matter next 7 days as you're viewing it, so it doesn't matter. But air energy is coming up a lot because there could be a lot of downloads that you're getting about this person, having a lot of thoughts with this person, about this person, sharing a lot of thoughts with this person, a lot of conversation with this person. Leo is coming up very heavily. Gemini is coming up in 2 card pools to get Gemini energy. So tell me about this Strength card. Why is this Strength card here? The Three of Cups. So for some of you guys, it is, I'm just gonna say it. You let me know. It's probably gonna be onesie twosies, especially since we already started out the conversation saying that you're letting go of the clowns, right? So I wonder if there's a resurgence of a conversation. And I hear you if you're saying you just want new, but listen, there's all types of people watching this reading, so I just want to make sure I acknowledge as many energies as I see. Like a few of you guys could be reconnecting from somebody, and you're trying to figure out if they've grown out of this clown-like energy. Just taking it all in, a lot of information. Have you, maybe somebody even that's moved recently with the Six of Swords here, or you've moved recently. Just have we evolved, right? Is what I'm getting off of it. Have we evolved? Have you evolved? What work have you done? This is a work I've done conversation. That's not going to be everybody's story. And for others of you guys' story, it's taking you a lot of personal growth to get to the point where you can reconcile with whoever this person is. They feel like you know them. You feel like you know them. Tell me, and that's more people in this collective than not, is what I'm getting. Tell me about this new person, or this person that feels familiar for the Aries community. What's going on? The Six of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, so it's not somebody, whoever this story is, because it's getting very specific at this point, and that's why I say check out your other placements. So it's not somebody that you know per se, but they feel familiar. Now, with the Six of Cups coming out in the reverse, for those of you guys who are trying to reconnect with somebody from the past, you might find out that they haven't actually changed in the way that you had hoped. Here's the Empress. Remember, I was talking about it at the very, very beginning. Taurus energy there. The Three of Swords in the reverse. And then the Seven of Pentacles. So whoever this person is, they find you attractive. And this could be somebody that you've met or will soon meet around work. There's something about them finding out at some point your story and saying, like, you don't look like you went through that. Or I'm surprised that you're so optimistic after going through what you've gone through. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles for Aries. The Three of Wands. This is a lot of looking, a lot of studying, kind of. I feel like this person hangs on a lot of your words and a lot of your behaviors. Like, is really, if there's texting, how long does it take for Aries to text back? What do they send, one long text, or do they shoot a whole bunch of little text messages? What kind of emojis? I feel like this person is really studying your communication behavior and how you show up, or they will, right? And I'm getting enterprise again. So some of you guys really might be dealing with a long distance thing. Expansion with the long distance thing, or like work, some sort of work relation between you and this person. How is Aries going to feel about this person over the next 7 days, please? How is Aries going to feel about this person over the next 7 days? The Hierophant. I mean, it could be a boss. It could be a supervisor, or it could just be somebody that you hold in high regard, and you definitely have a level of respect for this person already as they come in. Again, you like how they talk too. You like their conversation as well with the Page of Swords here. Ooh, and attracted to them. Okay, Aries, tell me more about how you feel about this person. The Eight of Cups in the reverse. I don't want it to stop. I hope it'll last. And it's another thing is I hope it will last, because I've dealt with clowns in the past who didn't have follow through. So the shadow that you're bringing, or the awareness that you're bringing, is that sometimes people's actions don't match their words. And because for a lot of you guys, this is so new, it's almost like you're readying yourself, Aries, for the disappointment. Okay. Just be careful of the energy that you put out into the world, because sometimes that's a projection. A lot of the time that's a projection of unhealed trauma from the past when it comes to people, walking away from you, right? But remember, it came out in the reverse. How does this connection evolve over the next 7 days for the Aries, please? The Death card. That's good. The Generosity of Air. So this is the Ace of Swords. That's really good. The Star card, guys, that is really good. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Pentacles. This evolves. This evolves. For some of you guys, this goes from like a shift in conversation, right? So if I said that you met this person at work, and it doesn't have to be work, but however you initially met this person, the Death card comes in and with the Ace of Swords, it comes in because it shifts the conversation. So you go from, hey, what's up, to tell me more about you, right? The level of conversation goes on from goes to more in depth, but more personal stuff. In other words, you go from just meeting this person or casually talking to this person or keeping it professional all the time, whatever that means for you, to now I'm going to let a little bit of my emotion come into the conversation. And with the Ace of Pentacles here, we'll see where it goes from there. The Star card is a pretty significant thing that's happening. You got two major arcanas and then two aces for where this is going. So there's a lot of potential for more conversation, and there's a lot of potential for opening up your schedule or your heart. Not your heart like emotions with the Ace of Pentacles. It's more like letting down the walls and letting somebody in, giving somebody a different glance at your life, and you also looking at somebody else's life in a different way as well. Tell me about this Star card though, please. Oh, look at that. The Queen of Cups. There's emotion that comes from this. Aquarius energy is coming up pretty high. I have no clue what planet, where Venus is at right now, but I guess it doesn't even really matter. It's different. That's where the Aquarius energy is coming. If this person isn't an Aquarius, it's different. It matches your current energy, and it might be a little, I don't know, it might be a little out of the box for you, this connection that you're having, or how you feels a little bit different than normal. And I feel like some of you guys, if I'm getting this Aquarius energy again, I feel like some of you guys kind of want to hide from it a little bit. Never been around somebody who shines like this, or vice versa, this other person as well. But it looks good for you guys. It looks good for you guys. If it's something that you're open to, you're attracted to this person, you like the way they talk, if this is your story, you already respect this person in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, you're an adult, but the cards are saying like it looks like it's a good week between you and this person, okay? Two aces, two major arcanas with the Queen of Cups. Advice for Aries, please, in this energy. The Seven of Swords in the reverse. Break free from the mental challenges. The Seven of Swords in the reverse. Break free from the mental challenges. Make sure that, again, you're not projecting your past on this present connection. If anything, you learn from your past, and then you use those skills to help you as you navigate the present, right? But you don't project bad energy onto new things. All right, guys, I hope that helped. I love you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. Definitely take a look at the description box below. Until next time, let's move on. All right, Taurus and Taurus placements, do me a favor. Come to this reading with an open heart and open mind. This reading is intended for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you need to reverse the roles, Taurus, definitely do so, okay? Don't force anything, but to definitely listen to what I'm saying. I say definitely listen to what I'm saying because sometimes I read the comments and I'm like, you totally just took everything that I just said out of context. But my intention with this reading is to get you some clarity over your love life, all right? So here we go. We got two cards that came up. It's Chew and Apple. Chew and Apple. I've never got these two cards in this sequence before. Together before. Chew and Apple. Chew and Apple. Meaning like I feel like you are sitting with the truth. It kind of got a little biblical, but it's okay. Still work with me, guys. I really feel like you are sitting with the truth. And I feel like you're mulling over it over the next 7 days. A lot of thinking, a lot of putting the puzzle pieces together. There is some sexual tension, which is interesting. But it's still, there's still or tension. Depending on how it resonates in your story. So it's either sexual tension or just tension. You know, have you ever chewed on something and it's like, no matter what you do, it's like you can't swallow it? like your body's like fighting against it, right? So that's what I'm getting at. And I know that's a weird analogy, but that's what I'm getting. Like, you haven't, your body isn't comfortable with what you're learning yet, or what you're seeing yet. Interesting. Romantic love energy for the Taurus in the house, please. It says the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. There's that sexual kind of tension here. The Queen of Pentacles, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Emergence card. So this is like a judgment card here. Now I'm getting this pop out of the shell, like a turtle popping out of a shell. A turtle will go in retreat into its shell really, really fast, but they come out very slow, like with a lot of caution. I know this because where I live is very swampy, and I'm the person that pulls over on the side of the road and saves turtles. I do it. There's so many turtles, so much wildlife where I live. I live in Houston. There's so much where I live in particular. Just so much wildlife, and I see it all the time. And that's what I'm getting for you. This kind of slowly, like, is it safe to come out kind of thing. So you could have the Taurus that I'm talking to. You could have been in hermit mode for a while, like trying to keep to yourself purposely, or that's just the way that, you know, life has, you know, just the cards that life has dealt you lately, or there's a particular reason why you haven't gotten out to interact with people. And it could be this physical need, right, for intimacy. And it doesn't have to be a sexual kind of thing. Intimacy could just be being this need to converse with people, be around people, maybe even, you know, touching people, not in a gross kind of way, keeping everything legal and consensual. But, you know, that's the whole thing, is like, I feel like I'm tapping in on a Taurus that slowly, but hasn't totally gotten themselves convinced that it's okay to leave the comforts of your home, but you are wanting to integrate. And it could be this Queen of Pentacles energy for you, Taurus. I mean, or that could be you. Let's see what's going on for Tauruses next week. Who is Taurus chewing over, mulling over, thinking about? Here we go. The Moon card. So there's a lot of emotion here. But again, this whole idea of a tortoise or a turtle being inside the shell and not even ready to reveal where there might be romantic feelings or sexual feelings. Sexual feelings. The King of Wands. Awesome. Thank you for the confirmation. The Ace of Cups. So for some of you guys, this is a new prospect. And then the Strength card comes out, Leo energy. So we've got some Cancer, we got some Pisces, we've got Scorpio energy, we've got Aries, Leo, Sag. Heavy on the fire energy because we got Leo twice. And we got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. So, and there is a little bit of Earth here as well. I mean, that could be you. So I'm looking at this as this Queen of Pentacles is you. And that makes sense because you're investing here in yourself, not investing outside of yourself. But whomever this person is, they might got a pretty healthy mix of fire and water, and you see them. And you like what you see, right, Taurus? You see them and you like what you see. Let me see, how does this person feel about Taurus? If they were being completely honest with themselves, and me, 2 cards, how did this person feel about Taurus? Got the 5 of Wands in the reverse, conflict avoidance, and the Queen of everything, the Empress. Your energy, Taurus. They're really tapping into their Venusian energy. For them, it could be a lot of work on, like, their focus points could be their health and their career and their household, you know, even as like everyday mundane as them trying to come up with a new aesthetic for themselves, like, you know, how they're dressing, maybe dressing differently, shopping for clothes with purpose so it matches and aligns with their current, this is getting very specific, with their current energy. They could be looking to redecorate their house or move or whatever, but I feel like this person is going through an alignment and they see you going through an alignment. How do they feel about you? They feel like you're the type that deserves anything you put your mind to. How does Taurus feel about this person? If they were being completely honest with themselves and me, how does Taurus feel about this person? The Seven of Swords in the reverse, and then the Ten of Wands in the upright. For you, it's like, there's a couple of things. For you, you really want to be able to stop being the bottleneck for this energy. Like, you really want to be the one who can stop being the holdup, the reason why this, because y'all are stagnant. You're stuck. You're feeling a lot of stuck, right? Energy. You want to be able to overcome that, because like they look at you and they say that you're deserving. You look at them and you see all it, somehow or another, I feel like you know what this person has been through. You see that and you want to be able to lift some of that burden off of them, or you will soon find out some of the things that they've gone through casual conversation or through conversation with other people, and you want to be able to give a helping hand. But right now you're really stuck. For whatever reason, you're holding back. Tell me about what's going on. What's the biggest thing that's blocking Taurus in this energy? What's the biggest thing that's blocking Taurus in the energy? Oh, you have you don't know why you're being so cautious. It's fate. You're waiting on divine timing. You're waiting to hear the universe say, and go, and action. Good luck. Destiny. You're waiting for a turning point. You're waiting from some sort of signal. So I picked up something like this for you a couple of weeks ago. So if this is you, first of all, if you've heard this before, like this was like the week before last, or maybe it was last week, for you, Taurus, if you've heard this before and this is still your story and I'm still tapping into your energy and you're not liked and you have not subscribed and you have not turned on the bell notification button, just please do so for me. And then also just to help me out as confirmation, just you could say that Taurus, I claim that Taurus story, that's me. I'm working on it. I'm waiting on divine timing. Or you could just put like a little Taurus symbol in the comments down below and I'll be like, all right, cool. I got this. Because I could see this happening for you guys. And I wanted to initially say, like, let me help you get out of your own way. But there's a whole spiritual reason why you have not stepped forward yet. And you might have, in your logical mind, tried to make sense of it and say, well, maybe I'm scared of this or maybe I'm scared of that. But I do feel like the fates are playing a part here. The angels are playing a part here. The universe is playing a part here and saying, purposely holding you back and saying, not yet, not yet. Maybe we can get some, I know the cross watcher is like, when are they going to do something? So maybe we can get some timing. Let's see. Maybe we can. Hold on. Let me pause. I'll get my timing card just for you guys. Okay, here we go, Taurus. So I got a whole new deck. I'm trying to get you some timing. So when is the universe letting this happen for Taurus to be able to like approach this person or let this person know that they're ready in one way, shape, or form? When is the green light? Project it to come forward for Taurus, please. Clear and concise. The Six of Swords came out. It came out in the reverse, and that is 2 to 3 weeks. Definitely happening this year, but within 2 to 3 weeks. But so it came out in the reverse. It doesn't matter how it comes out. This is going to tell you what you're waiting on, right? So over the next 2 to 3 weeks, you need to get out of the past, or this person needs to get out of the past. Maybe they need to tell somebody, we're done. Maybe you need to tell somebody you're done. Maybe you need to stick up for yourself in a situation. Maybe one of you guys are in the middle of a move. And so you need to complete that move. You know, especially there's this trapped energy, right? You in your shell. You need to learn that it's okay to come out. You need to learn that it's okay to have change in your life, or this person, right? For some of you guys, it's financial stability on either side. But it really does say the next 2 to 3 weeks, you should see some movement between you and this person, not just energetically, because there's a lot of stuff happening energetically between you and this person, but in real life, okay? So there's travel that needs to happen, transition that needs to happen. Somebody needs to let somebody else go, or financial stability is playing a huge role, all right? But once this does happen, where is this connection projected to go between Taurus and this person? The World card in the reverse, the Nine of Swords in the upright, the Chariot in the upright, what a turnaround, and then the Six of Cups in the upright. For some of you guys, this is a person that you've known for a really long time. But for others of you guys, it's still kind of like a new sort of thing. But where it goes is that I feel like there's two people that come together because they've been allowed energetically to come together, like in real life come together, but y'all still have some stuff that y'all are sorting through in the background. So let's say it's two people that are getting a divorce, but you're waiting on the finalization of the divorce. Or let's say that you're on, I was in the military. So like before you retire, you go on what's called like terminal leave. So you haven't actually completed your contract until your terminal leave is over. So, or you guys are moving, but you still have a lease that you have to close out somewhere. Do you see what I'm saying? But it looks good. It gets to a point where, even though you guys still have things that y'all are sorting through outside of the relationship, it still moves in a really positive direction. And like y'all give to each other. And that's, imagine having a giver with a giver. Because some of you guys probably can't even imagine that, because you've only been in connections where you were the giver and then the other person was just a taker. So there's reciprocity. I love that for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. This is an amazing energy to call in. All right. Until next time, let's move on. All right. Gemini, you are up. Sun, Moon, Rising of Venus. Gemini, come to this reading with an open heart and open mind. My intention with this reading is to try to give you some clarity over romantic love. So what is coming towards, if you need to reverse the roles, then reverse them, please, for sure. All right, don't force anything. All right, for Gemini, romantic love. What is a romantic love energy that's coming towards the Gemini? Silence and Rose. Hold on. If I can get it to you, I'll show you. Silence and Rose for the Geminis. I don't know. I almost feel like there's something, I feel like there might be like a secret romance that's going on in the background, and it was supposed to be short-lived. Whatever that means. It could be one of those things where it's like no strings attached. We're just gonna have this very adult sexual connection, and it's supposed to stay there. Like, did I say no strings attached? But it doesn't. Somebody catches feelings. It's all well and good until somebody catches feelings. What's going on between Gemini and this person over the next 7 days? The Nine of Swords. It's all good until somebody catches feelings, can't stop thinking about you at night, or you can't stop thinking about them at night. The Judgment card, waking up thinking about them. Going to sleep thinking about them. And that can't go to sleep because you can't stop thinking about them. The Queen of Pentacles, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Cups. Yeah, somebody caught feelings. Gemini, somebody has caught some feelings. And then I see that there's 3 people in this Ten of Cups energy here. So this could have started out as a swinging kind of open relationship, loose, open relationship. for some of you guys. Again, don't force it if need be. And for others of you guys, the reason why it's short-lived is because there's been too many people around, too many people somehow involved in this connection. The family is always in your business. The best friends or friends are always in your business, always over at the house. There's just too many people. There's a lot of anxiety here, though. There's this want with this Queen of Pentacles to control that, to control, you know, where your energy is flowing, but it's like your mind is on overload right now, especially since it's Gemini season. It's probably not helping. So how does this person, let's use this other deck. How does this person feel about Gemini if they were being completely open with themselves and me? How does this person feel about the Gemini? The Queen of Swords. You might have recently said something to them. You might have recently said something to them or block them. So I don't know who caught the feeling. I don't know who still has feelings. Probably them. Either way, whether they still have feelings for you or not, I am getting that there's anxiety on both sides of the fence. There's like sleeplessness. There's waking up like, why am I still thinking about you? Oh my God, can I just let you go? I want to just invest in myself. I feel like both people are feeling that way. But with the Queen of Swords coming up and the Seven of Wands, I feel like you put this person in their place somehow. And you're kind of hoping that they stay there. How does a Gemini feel about this person if they were being completely honest with themselves and me? The Knight of Wands. So you still find them attractive, but you don't want to give them any more of your time. There's that passion coming up twice with this rose here and this Knight of Wands. But see, the thing is about roses is they have thorns, and it literally does say thorns on here. So for some of you guys, like, you want to be able to have a sexual connection with this person, but their feelings get in the way, their family gets in the way, their friends get in the way, their job gets in the way, whatever it is. And so that's why you're having to put up this barrier. It's like, I do also get this idea of you saying, Gemini, they just won't get the hint. They just won't get the hint. How is this energy going to evolve over the next 7 days in Gemini's reality? The Eight of Swords in the reverse. In the upright, sorry. The Eight of Swords, the Star card in the reverse, Aquarius energy. The Knight of Swords in the upright. And then the Queen of Cups now coming out. Or the Queen of Cups coming out in the reverse. So there's codependency here. It's very unbalanced. There's a lot of codependency here, where one person really wants to have the sexual passion, but the other person their energy is just too loud. They bring way too much. It's either drama or other people or whatever to the table. So I feel like, take it as it resonates. If it needs to be reversed, reverse it. But I'm just going to assign to you Gemini, being the one that is trying to come to this connection with standards and with boundaries. And your person is trying to not even listen to that. Eight of Swords in the upright. And you're becoming discouraged. Is this even going to be working out? Is this a waste of my time? Actions. What actions is this person planning on taking? They really want to talk to you, this Knight of Swords. Really want to communicate with you. But what action are they planning on taking over the next 7 days for the Gemini? The Queen of Wands. They haven't, whoever this person is, they haven't cleaned up their energy. It's not cleaned up. There's other people attached, other situations attached, whatever it is for you guys. There's just a very loud energy around them. They've kept those doors open. For some of you guys, this could be like somebody who you tried to lock in a kind of a connection with them, but they kept talking to their ex or something, right? Whatever that is, that's not changed for them. But they still want to take action towards you. And really, what would make this person just is if you took action towards them and just ignored the fact that they had this other things around them that they have yet to hold themselves accountable for. And cross-watcher, if that doesn't sound like you, again, take it as it resonates. What action is the Gemini planning to take towards this person? I got the 8 of Cups in the reverse, and it flew out with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Over the next 7 days, you literally tell yourself, for those who this is, don't force anything. I feel like the community is growing, and I'm reading all the comments, and I'm just like, wow, people force messages, and I really don't want that to happen. No, it's dangerous to do that. But for the Gemini that I'm talking to, you look at this person's behavior, you're getting an awakening to their cycles and the fact that they're not changing and the fact that they're not holding themselves accountable. And that alone is making you less and less attracted to them. You're saying they're greedy. They want to have their cake and eat it too. Advice for the Gemini dealing with this situation. Advice for the Gemini dealing with this situation, please, Spirit. The 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. The only people that you need to be integrating into your life at this very moment, or just generally, are the people that give to you. Whatever that is. If you voice a want or a need, or you voice a disdain for a behavior, or you voice yourself and say, these are things that I cannot accept in a connection, and they don't respect that, then that's when you know at some point you have to wake up to the fact that that can't be something that you integrate in your life anymore. And sometimes it takes a few times, a few iterations of them disappointing you before you realize that. But I think over the next 7 days, you get to a point where it's like, okay, yeah, you no longer have a place at my table or beside me at the bed or whatever. Or at least you're really trying to hone in on that energy. Gemini, I do really hope that this helps in some way, shape, or form. Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this reading, don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. Okay, much love. Moving on. All right, Cancer, you are up. Cancer and Cancer placements, meaning Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer, do me a favor. Come to this reading with an open heart and open mind. My intention with this reading, as with all of my readings, is to try to get you some clarity dealing with your romantic love life. If the roles need to be reversed, reverse them. All right, we're all adults here, Cancer. For your greatest and highest good, what is the love life looking like for Cancer? Too many cards. I'm only pulling 2, 1 off the top, 1 from the bottom for Cancer. Romantic love, hope, and chew. Thinking about a healing in a connection, or thinking about a regeneration in a connection, thinking about a desire for a connection to have liftoff. I'm getting that with the... That's not a daisy. What is that? What is that? What is this flower called? Let's see if I remember it before. Dandelion. I was gonna say, let's see if I remember it before you type it. Dandelion. Lift off. Some of you guys might have to travel or are thinking about traveling for this romantic connection. A lot of this is happening in the dark. I don't know if you are connecting to like another water sign, or y'all's moon signs are significant or something. There's a lot of emotional depth here, but it's not surface level yet. Like, I'm getting a lot of moon card energy here. Let's see what's going on. There's wishful thinking, a lot of it. A code word, waiting on a code word. I wonder what the code word is. What does that mean, waiting on a code word? And then I just heard, give me the green light. I'm ready to go right now. You could be analyzing a situation like you're waiting to jump. You're waiting to pounce. Okay. So for some of you guys, you have feelings for somebody, but the feelings are hidden purposely. And the reason why you're doing that, self-protection, like a fear of rejection. But then also you're waiting to, like, is this person single, or you're waiting to hear that they're single, or would they even be interested? Do they even like men, or do they like women, or like, you know what I mean? Waiting to get more evidence. That's what it is. All right, for the Cancer, the 5 of Wands. Some of you guys feel like you might have done something or said something that made this person abrasive in some way, shape, or form. So you're questioning your actions. For others of you guys, it's like, should I have said something sooner? Should I have done something sooner? And the fact that you didn't, you're questioning if this person would even be accepting of your advancement because it's taking you so long. 5 of Wands. All right, Cancer, romantic love. What do we have? The Elder. That's I want to say that's Hierophant energy, but it's coming up as a 4. So it's a mixture between the Hierophant and the Emperor. Let's see what comes out of this. It is the Emperor. Okay, it's the Emperor card. The King of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy. And then I was initially getting the Hierophant here. So there could be a lot of Taurus energy here on the table, Cancer. And then the Page of Cups. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Page of Pentacles. So this is for some of you guys, this is a potential new connection or somebody that you could have a new journey with. Aries could be significant as well. And you just feel like you lost your chance. And it could be because you were showing up in this hesitation energy, like hesitating to give your time, to give more of your time, to give more of yourself, hesitating to open up emotionally. Which is interesting because now you're ready. Or you feel like here in the next 7 days you would be ready with this King of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles invests outside of itself. You're ready to potentially build a foundation with this person. You could be older than this person, Cancer. It's not going to be everybody's story, but it's definitely a clue. Let's see how this person feels about you, because that's, I think, the biggest thing that you're trying to figure out. How does this person feel about the Cancer if they were being completely honest with themselves and me? No walls up, for everybody's greatest and highest good. The Tower. You would shake up their world. Let's see here. And bring balance. You would shake up their world and bring balance if you showed up. But because there's no like emotional energy here, I don't know if this person knows how you feel about them. But you showing up could potentially work for them. How does a Cancer feel about this person if they were being completely honest with themselves and me? How does Cancer feel about this person? Well, this is the Knight of Wands, so you're definitely attracted to them. Some past life-y energy here. They remind you. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. That doesn't have to be your story. It's when I see pyramids, I think Egyptian stuff, and when I think Egyptian stuff, I think past life energy. And then I got the Judgment card. And then in this particular deck, the Judgment card is the Emergence card. So I do feel like you're wanting to come forward and say something. So what I want to know is, what's the biggest thing that has blocked you? I think some of y'all's story is, I don't know if they be receptive or not. But let's go beyond that. Like, what's the biggest thing that has blocked Cancer from coming towards this person, please, Spirit? The Six of Pentacles, the reciprocity. And also are they single? Right? So I don't know if they are single. Scales are coming up. Libras could be significant. Scales came up in their feelings towards you, even though I don't think that they know how you feel. And then the scales are on the six, depicted on the Six of Pentacles as well. I could ask if they are single, but there's thousands of people that are watching this. So for the most part, is this person single and open? Or how about this? Would this person, let's just ask, would this person be open to Cancer advancing towards them? Would this person be open? The Five of Cups. For some of you guys, this person has already given up on you coming towards them. So this could be a story of Cancer, you trying to, again, get something off the ground that you might have taken too long. You might have taken your time. Things could have been happening in your life where you're only just now awaking to the fact that you are so attracted to this person and that you want to transform this connection with the butterflies that are on this Emergence card. Either way, they have their back completely turned to you, but they would be open to a conversation. The Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I see the word raw. So what this person would appreciate is the God's honest truth. God's honest truth. How do you feel about them? No sugarcoating, nothing. No excuses, nothing. Accountability. It took me this long because I didn't realize this about myself, or I didn't realize this about you. And A, B, and C are the things that I would like to have happen between the two of us. They would definitely, whoever this person is, they would definitely appreciate non-sugar-coated, clear and concise communication from you. Where could this connection go, at least over the next 7 days? For Cancer and this person, where could this connection go, please, Spirit? The Four of Swords in the reverse. See, some of you guys are not talking to this person. The Ace of Cups in the reverse. The Eight of Pentacles in the upright. And then the Death card in the reverse. Wow. So I think a lot of you guys literally just sat and listened to this whole entire thing, and the thing that you have been doing, you might still go back and do because it's the thing that provides you with the most comfort. And it's, again, like, I'm afraid that I'm not going to get the reciprocation. I'm afraid that they are going to reject me. And that is just go put your head down and go right back to work. Because there's blocked and repressed emotions that come out in the outcome. And I literally said that at the very beginning with all of the shadow stuff here. There's lack of progress that's coming here with the Four Swords in the reverse. And then you want to transform it with the butterflies that are depicted on this Emergence card. You want to come out of your own head and present yourself. You want to, but the resistance to change is here with the Death card in the reverse. Advice for Cancer. Advice for Cancer, please. The Nine of Cups in the reverse. Don't do anything you don't want to do. You're an adult. I'm an adult. Don't do anything you don't want to do. If this is what makes you feel more comfortable, then as long as the universe will allow you to sit in this stance, then sit in this stance of work. And this is work, guys. This is work. Working on stuff, keeping your head down, right? And the reason why I say as long as the universe will allow is because sometimes we have to integrate with other people in order to learn lessons. So that's why tower moments happen in people's lives, is because they ignored the nudges from the universe enough times to where the universe just makes stuff happen. So at least for the next 7 days, if it makes you feel more comfortable to be in your own energy and just concentrate on your job and your money and, you know, whatever that is, then if that's what you want to do, then you do it, right? I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what the cards say. If that's your story, if you're a cross watcher and this really resonated with you and you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. But please, at a minimum, hit that like button. I love you guys. Moving on. Okay, we're talking to Leo and Leo placements, meaning Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Leo, do me a favor. Come to this reading with an open heart, an open mind. My intention with this reading is to try to get you some clarity over your romantic love life over the next 7 days as you are viewing this, not as I'm recording it, okay? Don't force anything, Leo. Let's see. For your greatest and highest good, we got breakup, and then we got, wow, this is pretty straightforward. We got breakup and the Justice card here. So some of you guys could be talking about breaking up, separating, divorce, going through a mediation process right now. Or it could just be walking away. All right. Legal stuff is involved at this point. Okay, so because it came out so specific, and you can see it with your own eyes. I'm not, you can see it with your own eyes. If this isn't your story, then I would definitely say now is just time to click off and check out your other placements. Love you. All right. If this is your story, let's dive deep. All right. And this is, we're talking about your current story. Okay. Over the next 7 days, romantic love for Leo, please, Spirit. The Moon card. Pisces, Cancer energy for the Leo. The Star card, Aquarius energy for the Leo. The Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a contract. All right. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a breakup. Confirmation. Breakup, letting it go, separation, not coming back. It's gone. I can't hide it anymore. I feel like that's what I'm getting for the Leo with this Moon energy. I can't hide it anymore. Some of you guys could be somehow in the limelight. So this could be, it doesn't have to be like in the limelight, like you're an actor or an actress, although you could be, but it could be like a public breakup. Sometimes Leos do that. They want to tear you a new ones in front of an audience. That's just sometimes, not every Leo is that way, but a public breakup could also be that, there's a lot of people in your family and now you got to break the news to like a lot of people somehow with this Star card. And a lot of people, and some people some people are going to be shocked. And I think your biggest concern if you have kids is your kids with this Three of Pentacles, because look at all these kids here. Something about the kids, right? It might not be your kids. It could be some sort of school or something like that. Or some sort of charity or something. Something about the kids for some of you guys, not for everybody, okay? All right, so I guess we can ask, like, how does this other person feel about the Leo? If they were being completely honest with themselves, no walls up, for their greatest and highest good. Here we go. How does this person feel about the Leo, please, Spirit? The Seven of Swords in the upright. That's breakup energy right there. Sometimes it's betrayal. Take it as it resonates. Reverse the rules if they need to be reversed, okay? And then it also does say getting away. Like trying to get away with something with the clothes on their back, or packing their bags, their ideas. Like, I'm not going to say anything anymore. I'm just going to go over this way, right? And there could be a conversation that's like, it doesn't matter what I say. It's always going to be an argument. It's always going to be a disagreement. And I don't, this is, this is how the person feels about you. So we can't control how other people feel. I'm just telling you what's going on. You could be the one leaving, right? And that's Aquarius energy. So it makes sense that you could be the one leaving. All right. The Six of Swords. You might have told this person that, you know, I want to move out. I'm going to move out. I'm going to take my bags and go. How do you feel? How does Leo feel about this person? There's still a lot of raw energy, especially with all the swords and the swords that came out with the 7 and the 6, and a lot of back and forth arguing right now. A lot of back and forth conversation, which items are yours in the house and which items need to stay, stuff like that. How does the Leo feel about this person if they're being completely honest with themselves and me? No walls up, for everyone's greatest and highest good. The 10 of Wands. See, you might be the one saying I'm going to leave. The 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you saw this coming before this other person saw it coming. You might have been the initiator of the legal documents or the breakup or the separation. I will tell you that the 10 of Wands in the reverse does say avoiding responsibility. And for some of you guys, that could be like, you can tell whatever story you want to tell. I don't care. Sure, I was a cheater. Sure, I lied. You know, it's just like, and there's the sarcasm. I hope you picked up the sarcasm in that. It's like, I just feel like it's like, whatever. I literally, the energy I'm getting off of you, Leo, towards this person is whatever, bro. I got other stuff going on. Whatever, bro. You take whatever. All right, how does this evolve over the next 7 days between Leo and their person? The 8 of Cups in the reverse. The King of Pentacles in the reverse. The 9 of Pentacles in the upright. And then, the 6 of Pentacles wanted to come out with the Death card in the reverse. So I'm getting now the ink isn't dry yet. I'm getting that the separation hasn't been fully filed yet. Not all the bags are packed yet. Not all the boxes have shipped yet between this breakup or this move between the two of you guys. But somebody is already acting as if it's all done. So you might find yourself, or your person might find themselves already moving towards another connection. Like, you know, leaving this relationship and immediately getting into another one. With the 6 of Pentacles here. Let me know if that is something. And for some of you guys, that's not going to be everybody's, but for some of you guys, when I said that you were looking at the situation, you're like, I don't even care. For some of you guys, you're telling your lawyers, like, I don't even care what they want. I just need to make sure that this divorce is over. I'm ready to move on. Advice for the Leo, please. As you go through this, advice for the Leo, please. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just want to let you know that what the cards say. The 9 of Cups. Wow. You got to do what you got to follow your heart. You got to, if this is not giving to you, if this doesn't make you feel seen, heard, appreciated, loved, emotionally stable, then walking away, you're an adult. You're in charge of your own destiny. I'm just telling you what the cards say. Then walking away might actually be what makes you happy. And sometimes you have to allow yourself to do that for your greatest and highest good. All right, Leo? I hope that helped. If this is your reading and it really resonates with you, and you've been here at least, or you've been here at least one other time and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that. But definitely like on your way out. Love you guys. Moving on. All right, now we're about to talk to the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Virgo, do me a favor. Come to this reading with an open heart and an open mind. Don't force anything. My intention with this reading, as with all my readings, is to try to get you some clarity, specifically talking about romantic love situations. Virgo, you got to know I don't sugarcoat nothing, okay? For some reason, I was told to tell you that. And if you need to reverse the roles, reverse them, okay? Okay, but for your greatest and highest good, what is coming towards Virgo in the energy of romantic love that they need to be aware of? Independent and divine timing. Hold on, my dog wants to leave. Just a second, guys, for the Virgo. For the Virgo, my kids are cooking lunch, and so the dogs are like, yes. Independent and divine timing. And this woman being in a state of mourning is what I'm getting, right? In a kind of in a state of grief, but also at the same time telling herself, male or female, it doesn't matter. At the same time, this energy is telling itself, your energy might be telling yourself, it's time to go. It's time to go. I've stayed here for long enough. I've been in a state of mourning for long enough. I've been in a state of stagnancy for long enough. It is time to go. Break free from that energy. You might find yourself pushed out of your comfort zone, Virgo, when it comes to romantic love. And you're like, where you used to either try to rush it, you're not anymore, or where you used to try to fight against it, you're not anymore. So that's what it means by take it as it resonates, okay? I'm not going to know everybody's story exactly, but I'm going to do my utmost best for the Virgo. Romantic love, what do we got? The two, it's a good thing. The Two of Cups is a good thing that you're taking your independent stride. A lot of strong energy for you, Virgo. The Two of Cups here. Here's a lot of black and white. Look at this. Black and white, black and white. This Two of Cups is like a soulmate. And you could be very matter of fact. I want this, this, and this. That's it. These are my non-negotiables. For me, that's what a soulmate looks like. And that's your conversation with your friend, with your journal, with your psychiatrist, and with the universe. Literally. Straight and to the point. This is what I will accept, and this is what I won't accept in a love partner. This is the Queen of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles. And then the Queen of Cups. I'm sorry, the Ace of Cups. New love for Virgo. Some of y'all gotta kill me because I keep getting this message over and over again for you guys. I can't help what the cards say. I say for your greatest and highest good. I ask for clarification with romantic loving energy. I am noticing that this Ace of Cups has a turtle on it. So whatever this is taking a long time. And it's not following any sort of current to help it go faster. And I'm getting that from Finding Nemo. When they're surfing the waves, dude, the turtles, let me know if you understand the reference. But this one is just slowly kind of just sitting there, looking at the Ace of Cups. So you could be dealing with a potential other earth sign. You know, like you could be dealing with another Virgo, potentially coming up, dealing with another Virgo, a Capricorn or a Taurus. And then I just heard this very clearly, so I'm going to let you guys know. I just heard very clearly, especially when I said Taurus, somebody say, oh my God. But you have to understand there's more than just one Taurus in the world, right? So if somebody says, if you're watching a reading and somebody says an astrological sign of somebody that you don't want to deal with anymore, then you've got two choices. One, you could just stop listening to the reading altogether, and that way you can close off that energy. Or two, you can say, oh wait, there's 8 billion people on this planet, and there's definitely going to be more than just the one person that I know that's that sign. And not everybody in that sign represents the shadow of that sign. Some people are actually mature. All right, that was a tangent, but somebody needed to hear that. Tell me about this person that's coming forward for the Virgo. I think you're kind of advancing forward towards this person. It could be energetically the sun sign. This is, or the sun sign. The sun sign could be a Leo, but the sun just came out. The Hangman. the Six of Cups, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Cups. So this is walking away from the past. This is literally saying that you're walking away from the past, and this is all kind of like the same energy of this moving forward. In this year of the horse, 2026, you're staying steadfast on this tightrope, even staying away from distractions. I know exactly what I want and what I don't want. How can I be more clear? And you are following your path to a very giving relationship. How does this manifest itself? Let's use these cards. How does this manifest itself over the next 7 days, please? As the viewer is watching this for Virgo, how does this manifest over the next 7 days? Romantic love, please. The King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Ooh, the Knight of Swords. Very quick communication between this Aries, Leo, Sag, and you, potentially. Potentially, Leo, heavy on the Leo. Potentially, just because we got two references. All right, let's see. The Judgment card. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Dissatisfaction everywhere. Virgo is just like, I'm dissatisfied in you as a person. I'm dissatisfied in you as a relationship. I'm dissatisfied with you as a situation that I'm involved in. But I'm going to still keep going because I've woken up to the fact, the Judgment card, I've woken up to the fact that, hey, there's this King of Wands over here, male or female, it doesn't matter, that I find attractive. And even though I'm dissatisfied with this thing and this thing that's happening in my life, I'm focused on you because you're shining bright and I like that. How does this King of Wands, male or female, feel about the Virgo? If they were being completely honest with themselves and me, how does this King of Wands feel about the Virgo? The Two of Pentacles in the reverse. What is this? The Death card in the reverse. The Six of Pentacles in the upright. And then the Chariot, something about cars. And I just heard somebody rev up their engine. So there's something about cars here. But how does this person feel about you, Virgo? The God's honest truth is that they somehow look at your energy, and that person just like sped off really quickly. They somehow look at your energy and I want to say this as politely as possible. You have a lot going on, Virgo, and they can see that. And you might present as a little unbalanced right now. Okay? That's how they feel about you. Let's see. But there are two positive cards. The Six of Pentacles is positive and the Chariot card is positive. So with that being said, other than the car reference that I got for some of you guys, they know that you have the ability to assert yourself, and they know that you have the ability to be generous with your time. But the worry that this person has is that you might not be able to invest in them for whatever reason. How does a Virgo feel about this person if they were being completely honest with themselves and me? No walls up. How does a Virgo feel about this person? The Three of Cups in the reverse. The Seven of Pentacles in the upright. The Three of Wands in the reverse. For some of you guys, there's distance that's playing a role. And that is the biggest reason why you might not want to invest in this. Let's go back to the very black and white picture. Like you talking to the universe and saying, I need this to be local. I don't want to have to travel to Timbuktu I don't want to have a long distance relationship. I want somebody here, right now. Interesting. So what I'm getting is that you could have your eyes set on somebody, But then once you find out that, you know, their distance is playing a role, maybe this person isn't planning on moving, maybe they've got a contract that they're going through or something like that, and whatever it is. But I feel like eventually you learn that distance plays a role, some way, shape, or form. And although you're focused on the potential initially, the potential becomes more of like a fairy tale for you. And so I see you kind of detaching. I do see you trying to solve the problem with the Seven of Pentacles. I do see you trying to say like, well, if I kind of adjust my schedule over here and I kind of maybe do that. But I think you just kind of blow it out of the water and say, but I should not have to do that. I do feel like you're telling yourself, if this was my true soulmate, my true soul connection, then they would be here. They would quit their job and come here, or whatever it is, you know, for you. Take it as it resonates. But whatever this connection is for you, it doesn't give you the gauge of control that you want to be able to have over the partnership. So I do feel like you start kind of disconnecting, all right, over the next 7 days. And that's why this person probably could be like, sometimes the Virgo's there and sometimes the Virgo's not. And, you know, you might be using your excuses to not have to invest, so you don't have to give more of your energy to this person if you already know that maybe it's not going to work out. Advice for the Virgo, please, in this energy. Advice for the Virgo for their greatest and highest good. What the heck? There we go. All right, the Six of Swords. Some of you guys, the intention was for you to, you're an adult, you get to make your own decisions. But for some of you guys, the intention was for you, as you were evaluating it and looking at it and saying, can we do this? Can we do that? You were being asked or giving an opportunity from the universe to not just look at their energy, but to look at yours to see what you might be able to adjust in your schedule to make that work. And maybe it's, if distance was playing a part, maybe it's saying, okay, so we're only going to be long distance for the next year until you get your thing and I get my thing, and then we do our thing together. Or maybe saying, I'm okay with having two independent households, like thinking outside the box. You're going to come for me in the comments down below. I'm just letting you know. Some of you guys were given an opportunity to move towards this person and you didn't take it. And I hope you stay to the end, Virgo. Some of you guys are even being told, it's okay. You said you wanted it A, B, and C to be your person. Those are my non-negotiables. Then once you see that they don't meet your non-negotiables, move on. Some of y'all are not going to like that reading, and that is okay. That is okay. Take it as it resonates. Let me know in the comments down below. I read all the comments, guys. If you've been here more than once and you still are okay with my energy being who I am, because I know I am, and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Definitely hit that like button. It really does help me grow as a channel, and it makes me feel like I want to come back and do it for you again. All right. Until next time, I still love you. Bye. Moving on. All right. Now we're talking to the Libras. Come on and sit down, Libra. You are up, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Libra, do me a favor. Come to this reading with an open heart and open mind. My intention with this reading is to try to get you some clarity, talking about your romantic love situation for your greatest and highest good. If the roles need to be reversed, reverse them. Talking to the Libras in the house. What is coming towards Libra in their romantic love? We have photographs. Somebody's watching the other person and ready to make a move, or trying to figure out if you are looking at your social media, looking at the posts that you make in your social media, trying to figure out if you're single, if you're independent, if you're ready to mingle. Or roles can be reversed. Somebody's got their eyes on you, Libra. Somebody's got their eyes on you. For the Libra. Next, and then something about I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. So your grit and your perseverance is attractive to this person. Italy could be significant. Just randomly that came up for the Virgo. New York could be significant. The East Coast of America could be significant. I said Virgo, but I meant to say Libra, sorry. And maybe that came up for a reason. We got the Strength card. Here's Leo. For the Libra. The Sun card. Here's Leo again for the Libra. And it doesn't have to be like Libra. I mean, it doesn't have to be Leo exactly. It could be just like this energy of showing up. This energy of making your presence known, whatever that means for you guys. It could be two people who are out, because there's two lions. There's not normally two lions. So you and this person could have Leo heavy in your chart, or both of you guys somehow or another are in front of people a lot, like at work. The Knight of Cups, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Six of Swords. There's the New York skyline again here with the Twin Towers in the back. And I saw that here as well. So that's why I said like East Coast kind of energy. What's going on? Theater could be significant between you and this person. Theater. What is going on? I see that there's a strong liking to each other. Look how this has two faces. Everything in here has two of, right? So there's two lines in this card. There's two lights projecting onto this person here. There's this watering can has two spouts. And then, the Twin Towers is what I was calling out earlier. So the two is a connection that's coming together. How is this coming together? Infinity could be significant. Weight training could be significant. How is this coming together for Libra and this person? The Death card, Scorpio energy, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Swords, and then the Eight of Swords. You might feel like you don't see anything happening. You don't see the growth happening between you and this person. For some of you guys, if you're in a connection, it's hit like a stagnant point. And then for others of you guys, you don't realize how much this person outside of you feels matched to you. Because they haven't said anything yet, maybe, for some of you guys. For the Libra, let me get some information on the person that they're connecting with over the next 7 days. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse. The Three of Wands in the upright. There's a lot of expectation for expansion, but I feel like the Libra that I'm talking to, you feel like you're investing more in this than the other person is. And if you haven't met this person, you feel like you're putting more out into the universe saying, I'd like to meet my person, I'd like to meet my person. And it's almost like you're putting prayers out, but you're not hearing or seeing answers to your prayers. Right? You feel like at this point, you feel like it's one-sided. And if there's one thing Libra can't stand, is to feel like the reciprocity is not there. Tell me more about this person. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And then the Hierophant in the reverse. Whomever it is that you're dealing with is restricting themselves. Or whomever it is that you're energetically dealing with is restricting themselves, because even though they might be interested in you intellectually, they haven't connected the dots as to how y'all could come together long term. Like, and for some of you guys, the initial excitement is gone. Relationships go through phases. And so if you can recognize that the initial excitement is gone, the honeymoon phase is over, and you guys are reaching into a completely different phase of relationship, and you're feeling like you're the only one that's trying to keep the steam going, then this is a really good time for you to speak that, to let this other person know, or to recheck in with this other person and say, okay, now we're getting into the phase of a relationship where we have to continue to choose to show up for each other. Do you still want this? Is this something that you still want? And if so, how can you show up for me so that I can feel like I am wanted and chosen and safe in this, and vice versa? How can I show up for you for those same reasons? How does Libra feel about this person, please? If they were being completely honest with themselves and me. The Aries card, the Emperor in the reverse, the Seven of Cups in the reverse, the Eight of Wands in the upright. That's almost you saying to me, you're right, I need to talk to them about this. Because for you, like, it's an abandonment thing. The last thing you want to feel is triggered by them abandoning or feeling abandoned again in a connection. At the bottom of the deck, the Chariot in the reverse. Like, you want to have a conversation with this person, but some of you guys are worried that you might come off a little bit too aggressive. And some of you guys have already come off at this person a little bit too aggressive. It depends on your timeline, okay? All right, but over the next 7 days, how does this play out for Libra and their person, please? The Eight of Fire, so the Eight of Wands again, so conversation, back and forth. The Three of Wands, okay, so conversation can lead to alchemizing the situation, alchemy card. Conversation can lead to expansion. I think maybe this person just got comfortable. The two of Swords. Maybe they just didn't even realize that they weren't showing up for you. So you get an opportunity, and I've been talking about this for the past several months, and it's one opportunity after another to speak your voice, to speak what it is that you need, to say, to check in, to not be afraid. If you notice an imbalance, to talk about the imbalance. Like, I've talked about this before. Like, I have a lot of Libra in my chart. It's not in, I've got it in my moon sign, but like my sun, my rising, and my Venus are completely different, but I still have a lot of Libra in my chart. And I used to be the type of person that just bit my tongue until like I exploded. And I used to be the type of person that would give a lot of allowance to the person, not money, but I would give like benefit of the doubt, to the other person. I'm not that person anymore. If something feels uncomfortable, I'm going to say something now, because if I just let it fester, it's either going to get worse and worse, continue to happen, different days, different timelines, but over and over again, and the cycle is going to continue, or I'm going to lose it. And that ain't good either, right? So it's like nipping it in the bud sooner rather than later. But the idea is expansion can be here. You just need to be able to use your voice. All right? Advice for the Libra. Whatever stage you're in, it's fine. But a lot of people are in this mindset of this red flag happens, and so therefore I'm done. And if you feel like it's unhealthy, and if you've gotten more evidence than me in this reading that it's unhealthy, and you don't feel like what I'm about to say is going to be your truth, then that's fine. At the same time, if you haven't voiced yet, then they may not know. What's obvious to you may not be obvious to them. Not everybody thinks like you. Nobody thinks like you. Nobody loves like you. It's true. Nobody else is you. And so you have to show other people how you need them to show up. And then you need to be open for them to show you how they need you to show up, right? Advice for the Libra, please. Advice for the Libra, please. The Hermit. Go within. Find that inner voice. Listen to your guidance. Feel out not your fears, not your insecurities, but listen to the heart. Listen to the genuine light essence that you have inside of you. that's going to speak to you. That's going to give you the words to use. And that's going to highlight the patterns. Your patterns and their patterns. And it's going to guide you the direction that you need to go. You don't need me. You need to listen to you. Go inside to get the direction you need. All right, Libra, I hope that helped. If you've been here more than once and you haven't already subscribed, just check your subscription. It definitely does help out the channel if you subscribe. Hit that like button. Until next time, sending you love. Mwah. Let's move on. Okay, we're talking to the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Scorpio, come to this reading with an open heart and open mind. My intention with this reading, as with all my readings, is to try to get you some clarity. And this week we are talking about your romantic love life. All right, don't force anything. Coming towards the Scorpio, please, Spirit, what is coming towards the Scorpio in the energy of love? Apple and home. Feeling joy right now. Feeling comfortable right now. You could be feeling comfortable with somebody else, or you're feeling comfortable in your own energy. You might be getting a little bit aroused lately, maybe wanting to share that arousal with somebody else, but I do feel like you're a little bit guarded from that sexual energy, sharing that sexual energy with too many people. All right, for the Scorpio, what's going on? Romantic love energy. The Three of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Sovereignty of Earth. So that's the King of Pentacles. You could already have your eyes set on somebody, but the worry is coming towards you. Like, for whatever reason, you might feel hesitant to open up to this person because your past has been so not good. Felt like how this picture looks. But you might be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus already. You feel comfortable in your own energy and you're working on opening up to this person. The opportunity is there. The opportunity is presenting itself, or it soon will present itself. But there's still a lot of fear there. Still a lot of anxiety from the past. You might work with this person. You see how they're both digging this hole? And I get that for you a lot, Scorpio. So y'all got to start letting me know if y'all actually do work with these people, because the Six of Pentacles isn't always working with with people. Usually I get that with like the Eight of Pentacles or the Three of Pentacles, but these two people are literally working together in the garden. Hold on. Let's try to figure out how this person, for the Scorpio, how does this King of Pentacles feel about the Scorpio if they're being completely honest with themselves and me? How does this person feel about the Scorpio? Ooh, the Temperance card. Here goes Sagittarius here. I like to give to them. And you know what? The King of Pentacles is like a person who's ready to give to a situation. They feel like you're balanced. They feel like you're heavenly, some of you guys. Tell me how else this person feels at the deep down. Ooh, yeah. I think they're waking up to their attraction to you, Scorpio. So this could be a real new raw energy, or something that hasn't fully played out yet. You just probably see this person, know of this person. How does the Scorpio feel about this person if they were being completely honest with themselves and me for their greatest and highest good? The Queen of Wands in the reverse. And then the Hangman. You don't even think this person notices you. I mean, for you, I feel like you would say, if they have noticed me, Shawnee, they dang sure haven't said nothing. Or maybe they haven't said anything other than hi. So I wouldn't know that they are waking up to their feelings about me, because they haven't really expressed that to me. What's the biggest thing that's blocking this King of Pentacles? Male or female, it doesn't matter. But what's the biggest thing from blocking this person to from coming towards the Scorpio? I'm trying to say it. The Moon card, hidden feelings are hidden. Cancer, Pisces energy, Cancer mainly, somewhere in their chart. Their feelings are hidden. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces. Their feelings, Sagittarius. Their feelings are buried deep down inside. Casual conversation is something that they're more used to. Why? Why? Why is this person just wanting to have casual conversation? The Tower card. They could be going through something you have no clue about, Scorpio. They could be going through some big, huge breakup or something. They could be going through just some massive mental health thing that they're trying to work through, or some mental block, some block here over their heart. But the grace is being asked of you to give to this person, and you might be like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to play any games. But if you're still kind of invested and you're not the person that's like, screw it, I'm done, then it's almost like the universe is asking you to give this person their space and their time to try to figure out whatever this upheaval is happening in their life. What is it that you're wanting from this connection? What is Scorpio actually wanting from this connection? The Chariot, for them to come and say hi, that's Cancer reference right there, for them to come and say hi to you. The Wheel of Fortune, you feel like that's the type of person that you deserve, for sure. Like, I feel like you look at this person and you say, yep, that's a good one right there. Why aren't they paying attention to me? Haven't they looked at me? Haven't they seen me? Usually I would have already received some sort of, like, can I have your number or something? And this is like this person playing hard to get a little bit. But I don't think that they are. They just have a lot going on. Maybe this person is self-aware enough to know that if they came into your aura right now, they'd be bringing a whole bunch of shit into the relationship. So let's see, how does this evolve over the next 7 days between Scorpio and this person? The Magician, the Ace of Swords. I'm getting a lot of Ace of Swords lately. It could be because we're in Gemini season. The Hangman twice. And then the Ace of Cups. You got the Ace of Cups and the you might actually be surprised that this person might start flirting with you, letting go of their restraints. You might actually be surprised over the next 7 days, honestly. And I'm not saying you guys are meant to be together. You guys are gonna grow old together. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, this person might have a change up in their energy and start paying you a little bit more attention. And you might be excited about it because you might have already let go of the idea of this. Some of you guys are saying they should have seen it from the beginning. I get it. I get that. But we don't know what people are going through. So if you are open to this, then you might actually be surprised that they start investing in conversation towards you and might be flirting with you once they feel a little bit more rooted, grounded, centered. Advice for the Scorpios, please. Advice for the Scorpios. The Five of Cups in the reverse. Moving on. Acceptance, forgiveness. And for some of you guys, I said, there's two Scorpios in the house. One of y'all is like, they should have seen my magic from the beginning. They should have never have had the audacity to look as good as they were and not looked at me the way I know I deserve to be looked at, and then leave. And I get that. I understand that. I'm Scorpio rising. I get that. But for others of you guys, it's like have some grace. Again, the Five of Cups in the reverse, because you have no clue what other hurdles people are going through. And for some of you guys, there's some sort of addiction that they're letting go of. Trying to get back on that wagon. It was kind of a quick read for you, Scorpio. I'll try to go a little bit longer when I do your next readings this week, but it was pretty cut and dry. And I just think that it's kind of like an openness. Again, one more time, you don't know what people are going through, so you only can control yourself anyway. So you make the decision based on your own life and your own goals. If you like that reading and you like the way I read, consider liking and subscribing and turning on that bell notification button. It will really help the channel. Love you. Let's move on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's pull on some cards for your greatest and highest good, get you some clarity with your love life. Come to this reading with an open heart and open mind. All right, Sagittarius, love life, romantic love situations. What do we got? Breakup and letting go. breakup and letting go. Pretty cut and dry. If you already know this isn't your reading, go ahead and check out your other placements. I love you either way. But that's releasing some energy. Releasing some energy. Walking away from something. All right, for Sagittarius, greatest and highest good. What does this look like over the next 7 days for Sagittarius? The six, oh, some of you guys are moving. The Six of Swords. Physically moving, moving on or moving on mentally from an old narrative. Let's see here. The Knight of Pentacles. You know, some of you guys are moving on from a story that you've told yourself about the weight that somebody holds over your heart. From telling your, like, you're literally moving on and breaking up with the idea of longevity with the person. The goodness, you might be literally, that is the King of Wands. You literally might be packing your bags up and moving on. You see, because he doesn't normally have a satchel behind him. Motorcycles and bulls could be significant. So Taurus could be significant. New York could be significant here with this skyline that's in the back with the Twin Towers. The desert could be significant for some of you guys as well. Cattle, and the seven of Wands. And there's horses as well. So this year, in the year of the horse, the year of the fire horse, because that's a fire horse, in 2026, you found yourself blocking yourself from this particular connection, trying to move on. Who is this person? Who is this person that Sagittarius is trying to move on from, trying to let go of? The Two of Swords in the reverse. Hold on. So you're trying to move on from this person, but you can't let go. It confuses you. What would my head look like if I'm not constantly thinking about this person? What would my time look like? Am I okay with having free time? Am I okay with my heart not feeling weighted down? Am I okay with my energy not feeling weighted down? It's like a person who's gotten comfortable feeling uncomfortable. For the Sagittarius, the King of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that you don't want to invest in this, but you don't want to let go of it either. It's a controlling, sort of compulsive, sort of visceral sort of thing for the Sagittarius. This isn't going to be for every Sagittarius. This is just for the Sagittarius that I'm tapping into. Please use your discernment, okay? How do you feel about this person, Sagittarius? How does Sagittarius feel about this person if they were being completely honest with themselves and me? The Sun card. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Pentacles. The dichotomy is crazy. There was this one reader who was talking about some energy like this with like Aries for years. And he was naming his series Dancing with the Devil. And I feel like that now that's not mine. That's like a different reader that came up with that. So Aries could be significant here. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus could be significant here. But I'm feeling like that's what's happening here. Like I want to, but I don't want to, right? How does this person feel about the Sagittarius if they were being completely honest with themselves and me? How does this other person feel about the Sagittarius? The Moon card, Cancer energy, Pisces energy, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Wands in the reverse. They are scared too. They're not coming towards you. It says weighed down. It literally says weighed down. So there's two people and a very heavy connection, and y'all both feel weighed down. And depending on the month, the year, the day, the second, you might feel one way towards this person and the other way towards this person. And somebody just spilled something in my kitchen. One of my kids just dropped something. So, and now the dogs, I can hear the dogs. Like, there's a lot of combustive energy that's happening in the background here. And that's what I feel like is here. It's like to the point of implosion. So what's going to happen between Sagittarius and this person over the next 7 days? What's going to happen between Sagittarius and this person over the next 7 days? The Page of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Empress, somebody's breaking silence, and then at the bottom of the deck, the emotional insecurity, codependence, the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Guys, there's this in and out energy. There's a cycle. It keeps happening. I don't want to, but I want to kind of energy. And it's coming from both of you guys. And it just keeps happening. And somebody separates and runs away, and then the other person engages, and then they didn't get what they wanted, or all of what they wanted, or it didn't last long enough, and then they leave and they run away, and then the other person engages. And it's literally just the back and forth between you and this person over the next 7 days. And I already know some of you guys are going to comment, I don't want this, I don't claim this, and that's perfectly fine. Claim it. Put it down in the comments down below, because that's helping the universe know. But don't claim it in the comments down below and then engage. Or don't claim it in the comments down below and accept the text message, because that's what this is. Or accept the reconciliation. Or be open to it, but then not wanting to give to it. Just make sure you find a boundary and you stand firm on that boundary, right? Okay, let me get you some advice. Advice for Sagittarius. Greatest and highest good. Advice for Sagittarius, please. The Lovers. Choose love wisely. Always choose love, but make sure that it is actually love and not just codependency. Let me know if you want to work with me individually. All that information is down below. I can help you through this. I've been through this situation before. I'm done. I'm over with it. That broke the cycle, thank God. So I have overcome. If you want to hear my testimony, the information is down below. Now, I'm not saying send me an email and just tell me your business. If you want to work with me, the link to my Stan store is down below. But at a minimum, please hit that like button, subscribe if you feel called to, hit that notification button. And until next time, Sagittarius, I'm sending you love. Mwah. Let's move on. Capricorn, I just had to leave to try to figure out, hold on just a second. Oh my goodness, these dogs. It's not my kids, it's the dogs. My little dog went into the kitchen and knocked over the recycling bin, and it made like this huge loud crashing sound in my last video, or the last reading that I was doing for Sagittarius. And now my other dog just jumped on my door to the studio. So dogs have to be significant, and the fact that they are being worse than kids right now could also be significant for you. Capricorn, let me do a new timestamp. All right, because I know some of y'all are going to be mad. 52:30. All right, Capricorn. Okay, let me get to the point for you. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising of Venus, pulling on romantic love energy for your greatest and highest good. Come to this reading with an open heart and open mind. Don't force anything, but if you need to reverse it, then go ahead and reverse it. What is coming towards Capricorn for their greatest and highest good? Romantic love. Look, investigating. Just flew out. I'm doing a lot of investigative work for you. Oh, this dog wants to leave. Hold on. These dogs. All right, Capricorn. I don't digress. Everything happens for a reason in and out of a tarot reading. So there's like this behind the scenes kind of investigative thing happening for you. Getting ideas, collecting ideas. What are you doing? Exploring and searching things. What is Capricorn exploring and searching? Mirror, Miss You, and Rose. Normally I get 2 cards, but apparently we got 4 cards. Eager. Hold on. Capricorn is looking for their reflection. Oh, so you're searching for your person. Oh my God, the dog just did it again. I'll let my daughter figure it out. Like, it's not the kids, it's the dogs. What is going on? You're searching for your person, Capricorn. You are searching for your person. Timberlake, Justin Timberlake, Tennessee could be significant. And big band could be significant as well. But you haven't given up. Your energy, your mind, your heart is still open to the idea of finding your soulmate, right? And then this missing you and this rose could be, you have two things going on. Two things can be true at the same time, right? It's like, for some of you guys, it's a disconnect between a standing relationship or situationship or connection, passionate connection, friends with benefits or something like that. At the same time, realizing that that's not your person while still keeping your heart open for another person. And then I'm also getting like Dracula. I've crossed the ocean. What does he say? He says something in Bram Stoker's Dracula. He says, and it might be just the movie version. Essentially, he's saying, I've waited lifetimes for you. Take it as it resonates. Don't force anything. One of those could be your stories. Oh, that was loud. The Ace of Cups. All right, buckle your seatbelt, cowboy. We got some new love on the table for you. What's going on for Capricorn? You might be finding your person, Capricorn. The Professor, this is Hierophant energy here. The Five of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. And then at the bottom of the work, the Five of Wands. This is you telling somebody, like, we're not going to work out. I don't think this is going to work. Okay, but what happens? I feel like that's past energy for you guys. But what's happening for Capricorn in their love life over the next 7 days, though? The Eight of Pentacles, keeping your head down and working. The Seeker, spending a lot of time internally, maybe talking to yourself a lot, the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and then at the bottom of the deck, the King of Swords. Okay, so you still have your heart set on finding your person, but your mind and your heart aren't talking. For protection purposes, you might be letting your mind convince you that it's better to just kind of keep to yourself right now and love on yourself right now. Stick with your work, and for some of you guys, like, you've got like kids or grandkids that you're into, like family stuff, just family stuff, no outsiders. But there's an Ace of Cups here, so there is an outsider that is wanting to come into your life, and it could potentially be your person. But I don't know if you're synced up enough, your head and your heart are synced up, your subconscious and your conscious are synced up enough for you to be ready to let this person in. Who is this person that represents this Ace of Cups for Capricorn? Who is this person that represents the Ace of Cups for Capricorn, please, Spirit? The Eight of Cups in the reverse. The King of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. And then the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. I mean, it could be Scorpio, it could be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. That had presented themselves to you, Capricorn. And the air that you gave off was that of you weren't interested. So this person is like walking away from this connection. And I got something like that for you a few weeks ago, Capricorn, where something that is meant for you is never going to pass you up. But when free will takes over, you either can choose it or you can choose to ignore it. You can either say yes or no. So there was a potential for a new love to come into your life, and it looks like you might have said no. No, not right now, or just no altogether, and this person took the hint. How does Capricorn feel about this person? If this is your story, let me know in the comments down below. How does Capricorn actually feel about this person? If they're being completely honest with themselves and me, no walls up for their greatest and highest good. The Magician in the reverse. The Lovers in the upright. The Judgment. All right, Capricorn, my camera lost memory, so we had to start all over again. I mean, I still have your cards out. We left off with the Judgment card, and then it was the Three of Cups in the reverse. And so for me, I feel like you're looking at this person saying right person, wrong time. The timing is just off for you. And some of you guys are a little like, why couldn't this have happened a couple of years ago, 10 years ago? Why didn't this happen before A, B, and C happened, right? What is going to happen in Capricorn's love life for Capricorn's greatest and highest good over the next 7 days, please? The Star card, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and then the Four of Wands. You know, back to that whole idea of like, maybe I'm just going to hang out with my family right now. I think you're, I feel like I'm talking to a Capricorn who you paid your mortgage or you've paid your rent and you're just really making that work for you. Like, I feel like you're really focusing on the safety of your home life, your family life, and your dime, your money, your work. And you could be the leader of the family. You could be the person the confidant, like the person that people come to. And the last thing that I feel like you're ready for energetically is yet another mouth to feed, if you will. Not, I don't know. I probably could have said that differently, but energetically, you feel like you're already like pulled pretty thin. And so in whatever's in the realm of what you can control is what you're paying attention to. So I don't feel like, even though you might even get presented with this opportunity again with this Ace of Pentacles here, I don't feel like you're ready to invest in love, to be honest with you. Now, if that's something that you want to change, then it's going to require you opening up. But if you watch this whole reading and you're like, yep, that pretty much sounds like me, and that's all I have the bandwidth for, then know that Spirit is going to continue to give you this opportunity until you're ready to incorporate it. And you can communicate right back to Spirit. You can communicate right back to the universe and say, all right, if you want me to have somebody in my life, then you need to guide me to the situations that allow me to release some of the extra burden and the responsibilities. All right. Okay, Capricorn, I hope that helped. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. I love you guys. Moving on to Aquarius. Right. Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. And Venus, I had a hard time saying that. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Aquarius, come to this reading with an open heart, an open mind. My intention with this reading is to try to get you some clarity about your love life for your greatest and highest good. If the roles need to be reversed, reverse it. Don't force anything. All right, for Aquarius, what's coming towards Aquarius in romantic love? Miracle and firm. Miracle and firm for Aquarius. Dreams come true, and it's a cleaner version of this love. And the reason why it's a cleaner version is because you're more decisive, is because your head and your body are more in sync. Your mind is more, your mind and your heart are more in sync. You're more aware of what works and what doesn't work, either in this connection or in a new connection coming up for you, Aquarius. So this could be like a reconciliation between you and your partner, and you're more aware now of how you speak. You're more learned now of what helps maintain a healthy relationship, or what it is that you need to do to fix something in your relationship, or vice versa. All right. Getting what you want, it says on one of the cards. For Aquarius, romantic love life, the Nine of Swords. So it took a lot of mental angst and anxiety to get to this point. A lot of mental evaluation to get to this point for the Aquarius. The Three of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Swords. There could be an apology that is being given either from you or to you. And it might not always present as an apology. Sometimes people are afraid to apologize because it takes a lot of self-awareness and accountability to do so. But sometimes they'll kind of like come back in without like a full-fledged apology, just to be kind of in your good graces, or vice versa. For the Aquarius, I feel like there is some out and in kind of energy in this connection. But at least for the next 7 days, things look like they've been patched. You might be dealing with a person who once used to be a little bit frivolous with their time and with their love and with their body, their sexual connection towards you, and now they're more stern and have more boundaries. I feel like you're okay with that because I just feel like you want them back. Again, take it as it resonates. If the roles need to be reversed, reverse them. All right, Aquarius, next 7 days, romantic love. Six of Swords in the reverse, the Five of Cups in the reverse, the Sun card in the reverse, and then the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Be careful. Be careful. Okay, and I feel like I've talked about this to the Aquarius before, but like literally be careful that when you're in a connection. I ran out of space. I've been having issues with my camera all day today, Aquarius, but I'm back here. Essentially what I was saying is, and also if you hear sound in the background, it's my kids. It's been an hour since I was recording before, but don't worry. All your cards are still out. But just be careful of the same patterns repeating in your relationship and not addressing those patterns. Honestly, if you've got all of these reversals, Six of Swords in reverse, the Five of Cups in the reverse, the Sun card in the reverse, but the only thing that's in the upright is intense communication or hasty communication, or communication that doesn't have a lot of thought behind it. So essentially it's a lot of reactiveness versus responsiveness, with active listening and all that. What I'm seeing is that you could reverse the energy potentially of this connection if it's salvageable, and it could be salvageable if both of the parties came together with an open heart and open mind, and with the mutual goal of giving to it in a healthy kind of way, with acceptance that the past is the past, and then we're moving on into the future, addressing any problems, and we're committed to each other and committed to this mutual goal, right? So, and then there's still more to it, but because relationships take work, but the relationship will fail, and this relationship looks like it could if you don't address the root cause of what potentially could be the same arguments over and over again. Okay, so so that you don't repeat. I'm hoping that you're not repeating the same mistakes. I'm going to stop repeating myself because I think that you understand what it is that I'm trying to say. And if you've been here more than once and you like the way that I read, please do not forget to subscribe. It really does help out the channel. Hit that like button at a minimum as an energetic exchange. And mwah, good luck to you guys. I'll see you. Let's move on to Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My intention with this reading, as with all readings, is to try to get you clarity. This time we're talking about romantic love connections. Take what resonates. Don't force anything, Pisces. Open heart, open mind. For your greatest and highest good, romantic love, what is coming towards the Pisces next 7 days? Shadow and crown. Elevation that you don't even see coming. Somebody holds you in high regard, Pisces. Every time I say that, I feel like I step into some weird accent. High regard. Maybe I just need to loosen my jaw. Somebody holds you as like a top tier, top shelf type of person. There's a liquor reference there, so I don't know if somebody in the house is a mixologist or something, bartender or whatever. But you're coexisting energetically with somebody, but I don't know if they're coming forward and telling you their feelings. All right, let's see what's coming towards Pisces. The magicians in the background here working their magic. I feel like somebody's calling you in energetically, Pisces, and you might feel a pull on your energy. You might feel tired lately. You might be tapped into your emotions. You might be wanting to sporadically work out more, change your diet, or change, look for a new perfume or cologne, or buy a new shirt or something like that. Almost like you feel like something is coming, and it's a person that's pulling on your energy. For Pisces, romantic love, the 6 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. The sovereignty of water is the Queen of Cups. And the 5 of Wands. I feel like I saw this for somebody and I can't remember who it was. Something like, I think it might have been Capricorn. Don't quote me on that, but maybe Capricorn could be significant for you, Pisces. I almost get this feeling that this person put you in a category and as a, like, you're my coworker, or you're just my friend, or you're just this person I know. But they might be actually waking up to a connection. Emotions, I don't know. Emotions, maybe. I don't know if they would label it yet. Who is this person? Let's use this deck for Pisces. Who is this person that is in the shadows for Pisces right now? Who is this person that Pisces is connected to in this romantic love energy? The 9 of Swords, whoever they are, they're anxious. Whoever they are new, okay? Sleep problems, insomnia problems. I don't know if you would even know that, right? That they're going through some sort of mental thing that keeps them up at night. But it's new. The Queen of Swords in the reverse, they have a lot of negative self-talk internally, overly emotional. And then the 10 of Pentacles, whomever this person is, they've always wished and wanted to have their perfect partner. And for them, this person looks at power couple as like perfect partner. And it doesn't have to be that y'all work together, but two people that are very strong and independent on their own. And coming together and creating like legacy and longevity, and having the kids and the house and multiple properties. Just two very successful people is what they wanted, and what keeps them up at night. Whomever this person is, they don't see themselves getting that. So now they have a lot of negative self-talk. I'm being called to get you character cards. So let me pause the video so I can get a different deck. So some of you guys don't know who this person is, or unsure on who this person might be. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Architect came up. So that's kind of like Emperor vibes here. Could be Aries. But then I'm also getting this combination. I keep being drawn my eye keeps being drawn to this mage slash magician sort of thing. So that could be a clue. It says weaver of blueprints. Yeah, weaver of blueprints. That's what I get like this magician energy from. Supervision, somebody works in construction or somebody that's planning. So Aries, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Tell me a little bit more about this person that is energetically intertwined with the Pisces, please. Can I get a little bit more characteristics for this person? So that said architect, said bartender. What? Guys, remember I was talking about a mixologist? You have to let me know. You have to let me know. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I heard Tom Cruise. What was that movie that Tom Cruise was in? Am I dating myself? Yeah, well, I don't even know what the movie is called, but he was like a bartender. So I don't know if that movie is significant. Somebody's favorite movie. What's it called? Cocktail, right? So anyways, bartender comes, and that's the same thing with the magician. The magician is an alchemist, right? And this is like, anyways, this person's got a cute smile too. Very nice face, very nice welcoming features, and then driver. So whoever this person is, they're not lazy. They could have a thing for cars, but it says navigator of journeys. That could be Sagittarius energy, and it says steering, safe passage, and welcome. So this could be an energetic saying. Energetically, this person is closer, inching closer and closer towards you. I want to know what the biggest block this person is experiencing right now as they approach you or let themselves be known to you, or are revealed in your reality. Tell me about this block. What's blocking this? The Ace of Swords in the reverse. Confusion. And this person has a lot of going on in their life. Chaos, which causes them to have a lack of clarity. If the Pisces knows this person, how does that person feel about, how does Pisces feel about this person? If Pisces knows this person, how does Pisces feel about this person? The Five of Pentacles. Hold on. The Empress, some Taurus energy there. Let's do 4 cards for this. The Two of Wands in the reverse, and then the King of Swords. Anytime, if you know this person, anytime you have gone to talk to them, and I think you might be the one that's initiating the conversation, it's just, it's like they respond like with 1-word answers. You see positivity in them, but then you also see survival energy in them. Like as if they're in survival mode. And I get that from the Five of Pentacles. Like this person is really trying, like you can, for those who this story is for, don't force anything, but you can tell that this person is like immersed in their work because there must be a reason why they're working so much. Maybe they're trying to get their money up, or I don't know. There's just something, you can tell that there's something that lacking in this person's energy, that they're working very hard and diligent towards filling some sort of void in their life. And you probably pick that up energetically, intuitively, because you're a Pisces. It's like you seeing below their surface, because on the surface they present as, somebody who's cool, calm, collected, got it all together, and stays committed to whatever journey they're on. But like you can see the sadness in their eyes, if that makes sense. Let me know in the comments down below. How does this person feel about the Pisces if they were being completely honest with themselves and me? How does this person feel? The Seven of Wands in the reverse, the Moon card in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles in the upright, and then the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Their energy is so scattered when it comes to you. It depends on the second of the day. There's a lot of confusion and a lot of chaos is coming up on this person's end, Pisces. So if you're feeling out of balance when you're around this person, then you're 100% picking up on their energy. And they're being overtly protective to the point where even if they feel how they feel about you, even if they feel like they hold you in high regard, there's something going on in the background for them that is keeping them from, I mean, they're inching closer to you with this driver card, but I mean, unless they're a bus driver or there's something about cars for this person, they get cold feet every single time they get close to you. So what is going to be happening between Pisces and this person over the next 7 days? This is romantic love, right? Spirit. What is going to be happening between Pisces and this person over the next 7 days in the 3D reality, please? Thank you. The 9 of Swords comes up twice, guys. The 3 of Wands, the King of Wands, and then the Devil card, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, we got Aries references twice, and we got Earth sign references twice, right? And again with the vehicles, whatever that means, right? But and some of you guys, this is the person at a distance with this 3 of Wands, especially since they're in space. You can feel, if they're not at a distance, if they work with you, you can feel them talking to you less and less, sending you messages less and less, looking at you less and less. There's a huge, and it's going to just continue to separate and be in and out and be inconsistent over the next 7 days. But they're not over you. They haven't shaken you. With this Devil card here, give me a little bit more on what this Devil card could look like. Like how is Pisces going to see this present? Let me know if this is already your reading in the comments down below. For Pisces, why is this Devil card here? The 9 of Cups. This is a person that's afraid to be happy. And it could be because of toxic energy from their past. Come on, let's just be upfront and honest. For everyone's greatest and highest good, a lot of them flew out. What is the biggest thing? What are they so afraid? Why are they so afraid? Why is this person so afraid? The Star card. Not for everybody, but some of you guys. Okay, healing from something, all right? And then not for everybody, but some of you guys, there's like this person is, a lot of eyes are on this person. So my mind is processing through an entire story. So I'm not going to tell that story, but I'll kind of tell an adjacent sort of story. But I don't know if any of you guys ever watch K-pop or like boy bands or whatever. And I'm not saying this is a boy or this is a girl, but kind of just like listen to this, or like even some actors or whatever. I've seen some people say that like K-pop idols, for example, or pop idols, for example, they'll have like fake relationships that they're contracted to have. And so they have to hide their real relationships, and sometimes they're supposed to look like they're free and they're open to the public so that more fans would crush on them and buy their albums and buy their music and buy tickets to them. Because if some people would find out that they're actually in a long-term relationship, then they wouldn't be as drawn to them. Like, it's just a theory that surrounds some of these people in Hollywood. And this is the Star card, so that's kind of where I'm getting that. Meaning, like, this person has a whole persona already presented to their society, whatever that looks like for them. And if they were to expose themselves as being single this whole time, or maybe integrating you into their story, maybe there's something taboo about it. Maybe y'all are from different ethnicities or cultural backgrounds, or supposed to present sexually as one way, and then if they were with you, they would have to present openly sexually a different way, right? So just whatever works for you, whatever not works for you, whatever is your reality. Don't force anything. But I'm getting like scenarios like there's something taboo around it, all right? So the biggest thing is this: they're healing from that, or they're trying to heal from that. They're trying to make peace with, sometimes your wishes do come true. A lot of people are scared to be happy, Pisces. A lot of people are scared to be happy. I did a reading, something similar like this. I think it wasn't completely this story. This is following kind of a different storyline. And I was saying it was like last week for you guys. And I don't know if it's like, I don't think it was the love reading. Maybe it was. And in the reading, I was saying that whomever it is that you're connecting to kind of just wants to be friends right now. And that rubs some of you guys the wrong way. But that's kind of the reality I get here. This person needs their space right now, or just wants to keep it status quo or whatever. And if you don't like that, then that's fine. You move on and you do your own thing. But if you're still willing to give this some of your energy, then this person just needs time. They do hold you in high regard, though. They definitely do. Advice for the Pisces. You know, we're all adults here, so you do you, boo. I'm just here reading your cards. If you want to work with me in any capacity, take a look at the description box below. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel, especially if you give like comments. I read all of those comments too. All right, some advice for Pisces, please, Spirit. The Three of Swords as advice. Rejection. Sometimes this is what rejection looks like. Some of you guys, somebody needed to hear that. Sometimes this is what rejection looks like. Again, sometimes people, when faced with an opportunity to get everything that they ever wanted, to get the exact right love partner, to be happy again, to be peaceful again, to feel loved again, it scares the bejesus out of some people. And we're not here to try to project ourselves onto them. And it would behoove you energetically to not try to push yourself onto them. Just give them their space and walk away. And then what happens is that frees up your auric field to allow in a person that's like, yes, Pisces, I love you. Or, you know, not to love bomb you or whatever, but so that you can be open on focusing on other prospects. If this is, so essentially, if you already have made an idea in your head or your heart and saying, maybe I should just leave this person alone because they're not ready now, and maybe I should just do me, boom, there's your advice. All right, Pisces, I hope that helped. I love you guys all so very much. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, bye.